Hey everyone, and welcome to this deep dive, where we're going to be looking at something that is maybe hotter than a CPU running a complex AI model. AI stocks.
Ooh,
Yeah, it seems like everyone is trying to jump on the bandwagon these days, but
it does feel that way, yeah.
we're going to try to sift through all the hype, see if we can find some of the hidden gems with real potential.
Absolutely. And, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement. But remember, not every AI company is created equal.
Right.
Some might be overvalued,
Yeah.
and others could be, hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, flying under the radar. And that's where our source material comes in.
Okay.
An article by David Jagilski for The Motley Fool, and it's called Got $5,000. These are 3 of the cheapest artificial intelligence stocks to buy right now.
Catchy.
Yeah, and it was published on January 31st, 2025.
Very recent.
Yeah, so fresh off the digital press.
Yeah. And I think what's really interesting here is that the article's approach
Okay.
is not just about finding the most, popular AI companies.
Right.
But it's really trying to find those that might be undervalued by the market.
Ooh, interesting.
And that's where the concept of cheapness comes in.
I like it.
And it all boils down to a metric called the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio for short.
Okay, so break that down for our listener. What is a PE ratio, and why should we care?
Think of it like this.
Okay.
The PE ratio tells you how much investors are willing to pay for each dollar of a company's earnings.
Okay.
So a high PE ratio suggests that investors are very optimistic about the company's future growth potential,
Got it.
while a low PE ratio might indicate that the company is undervalued.
So in this case, we're looking at companies with lower PE ratios
Yeah.
than the average tech company, because that might mean that they're sort of a hidden bargain.
Exactly. The article highlights 3 companies that fit this bill,
Yeah.
and the first one might surprise you. Dell Technologies.
Dell, the company known for making computers. I wouldn't immediately think of them as an AI powerhouse.
Right, and that's the thing about AI. It's not just about flashy software and algorithms. It requires a ton of computing power,
Yeah.
and that's where Dell comes in.
Okay.
They're a major player in the server market,
Right.
which is essential for data centers that run AI applications.
So even though their consumer sales have been declining, their server sales have been through the roof.
They have.
The article mentions a 61% increase.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
it is impressive.
Yeah.
But the question is, what's driving this growth, and how long can it last?
Right.
One factor is the increasing demand for data storage and processing power, which is fueled by the rise of AI and other data-intensive technologies.
So it's not just a temporary blip.
Yeah.
Dell might actually be well-positioned for long-term growth in the AI era.
It's certainly possible, but it's important to consider the bigger picture.
Okay.
Dell faces competition from other server manufacturers,
Right.
and the tech landscape is constantly evolving.
Right. It's like any investment, you have to weigh the potential rewards against the risks. And speaking of potential, Dell's forward PE ratio is only 12.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty low compared to other tech companies.
Right, and that's what makes Dell an intriguing prospect.
Yeah.
It suggests that investors might be underestimating their potential in the AI market.
Okay, so we've got one cheap AI stock on our radar. What's next on the list?
Let's shift our focus to a company that's been making waves in the AI software and services arena.
Baidu.
Baidu.
That's the Chinese search engine giant, right?
That's right.
I know they've been investing in AI, but I don't realize they were considered cheap.
Well, their stock price has actually declined over the past year, which has brought their forward PE ratio down to less than 9.
Wow.
That's even lower than Dell's.
That's a significant drop, but why the decline? Are investors concerned about Baidu's performance in the AI market?
It's a complex picture.
Okay.
While Baidu has made significant strides in AI, their overall sales have been sluggish recently.
Okay.
That might be contributing to the stock decline. But there's more to the story than just overall sales numbers.
I'm all ears. What else should we be considering?
One of Baidu's most promising developments is their chatbot called Ernie,
Okay.
which is similar to ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
And while their overall sales haven't been stellar, the usage of Ernie has exploded. API calls, which are essentially requests to access and use the chatbot's capabilities, have skyrocketed.
So even though their overall sales figures might not be screaming buy now, the surge in Ernie's usage suggests there's real interest and potential there.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to look beyond the headline numbers and dig deeper into specific areas to see where the real momentum lies.
Right.
And with Ernie, those API call numbers tell a compelling story.
Yeah.
It's like peeking behind the curtain and seeing the engine room buzzing with activity.
Okay, so Ernie's a potential bright spot for Baidu, but they're not a one-trick pony, right?
Right.
What else are they doing in the AI space?
Baidu's actually got a pretty diverse AI portfolio.
Okay.
They're also making moves in cloud AI,
Mhm.
which is essentially providing AI-powered services, like data storage analysis and machine learning tools to other businesses.
So they're not just building cool AI toys for consumers. They're trying to be the backbone of AI for other companies.
Right.
It's
That way.
smart.
It is, and they're not stopping there.
Okay.
They've also got this ambitious project called Apollo Go, which is all about developing self-driving taxis.
Self-driving taxis.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's a long game, for sure.
Yeah.
But if they can crack the code on autonomous vehicles, the payoff could be enormous.
All right. I'm starting to see why Baidu might be worth a closer look. Even with the recent stock decline, they're doing a lot in AI, and at a low PE ratio, they might just be a bargain in disguise. But with two companies down, let's move on to our final contender from the article. What's the last cheap AI play we're exploring today?
The last company on our list is Advanced Micro Devices, or AMD, as they're better known.
Okay.
And this one's a bit of a head-scratcher.
Okay.
They've been a bit slower to jump on the AI bandwagon
Mm-hmm.
compared to some of their competitors like Nvidia, which is the current darling of the AI chip market.
So why is AMD considered cheap if they're lagging behind in the AI chip race? Wouldn't that make investors wary?
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
And their stock has taken a hit, dropping 35% in the last year.
Okay.
But even with that decline, their forward PE ratio is 25,
Mm-hmm.
which is still below the average for the tech sector.
Okay.
So the question is,
Yeah.
is the market overreacting, or is there something else at play here?
That's a good question. It's like they're being punished for not being Nvidia,
Yeah,
even though they're still a major player in the semiconductor industry.
exactly. And that's why I think this one's so interesting.
Okay.
It's like a puzzle,
Yeah.
trying to figure out if the market's pessimism is justified
Mhm.
or if AMD's a hidden opportunity just waiting to be unlocked.
Okay, so let's try to put the pieces together. What are some factors that might be contributing to this disconnect between AMD's potential and their stock performance?
Well, Nvidia's dominance in the AI chip market is definitely a factor. They've got a head start, and they're seen as the gold standard for AI processing power. So AMD's playing catch-up, which always carries some risk.
It's like trying to climb Mount Everest while someone else is already planting their flag at the summit.
Huh?
It's not impossible, but it's definitely an uphill battle.
That's a great analogy.
Thanks.
But remember, AMD is not a newcomer to the chip game.
Right.
They've got a strong track record of innovation, and they're investing heavily in AI chip development.
Hmm.
In fact, they just launched a new AI chip, the Instinct MI325X, which is designed to compete head-to-head with Nvidia's offerings.
So they're not just sitting on the sidelines. They're actively making moves to challenge NVIDIA's dominance. That's encouraging.
It is. And while Nvidia's the current king, the AI chip market is still relatively young.
Okay.
There's plenty of room for competition, and AMD could carve out a significant niche for themselves.
Plus, their stock decline might actually work in their favor. A lower price could attract investors who are looking for value in the AI space.
That's the bet some investors are making. They're essentially saying AMD might not be Nvidia today, but they have the potential to be a major player in the AI chip market. And at this price, the potential rewards outweigh the risks.
It's a gamble, for sure, but a calculated one. And that seems to be the theme running through all three of these cheap AI plays, Dell, Baidu, and AMD.
Yeah.
They all have their own unique strengths and weaknesses, and they're all facing different challenges and opportunities in the AI market. But what unites them is the possibility that they're undervalued by the market.
Exactly. And that's what makes this whole deep dive so fascinating.
Yeah.
We're not just looking at the obvious winners.
Right.
We're trying to find the hidden gems,
Yeah.
the companies that might be poised for explosive growth if things fall into place.
It's like panning for gold. You have to sift through a lot of dirt and gravel to find those nuggets of potential.
Yeah.
But when you do find one, it can be incredibly rewarding.
And that's the key takeaway for our listener, right?
Yeah.
We're not giving financial advice here.
Of course.
We're simply providing some food for thought.
Right.
We've highlighted 3 companies that are doing interesting things in AI and that have relatively low valuations compared to their peers. But it's up to each individual to do their own research, weigh the risks and rewards, and decide if any of these companies fit their investment strategy.
Absolutely. This deep dive is just the starting point.
Right.
It's about sparking curiosity and encouraging our listener to explore these companies further and see if they align with their investment goals.
And remember, the AI landscape is constantly changing. New technologies are emerging, companies are making strategic moves, and the market is reacting to all of it.
Right.
So staying informed is crucial.
It's like trying to navigate a jungle.
Yeah.
You need a good map, a sharp compass, and the willingness to adapt to the ever-changing terrain.
Well said. And speaking of adapting, let's step back for a moment and consider the bigger picture. We've been focusing on these three specific companies. But what broader trends or developments should our listener be watching for in the AI market? What signals could indicate that these cheap AI stocks are truly undervalued opportunities?
That's a great question. It's like we've zoomed in on these individual trees, but now we need to zoom out and look at the forest as a whole.
Precisely. And one of the most important things to watch is the adoption rate of AI technologies across different industries.
Because if AI is truly the next big thing, we should see companies in all sectors embracing it.
Exactly. Whether it's healthcare, finance, manufacturing, or retail, AI have the potential to transform how businesses operate. So if we see widespread adoption, it could signal that the AI market is maturing and that these cheap AI companies are poised for growth.
Makes sense. And what about the competitive landscape? We've talked about how Nvidia is dominating the AI chip market, but could that change?
It's definitely a possibility. The tech world is full of stories of companies that were once on top, but then got overtaken by nimbler, more innovative competitors.
Particularly circle of life in the tech world, what goes up must come down and vice versa.
Exactly. So keeping an eye on the competitive dynamics is crucial.
Right.
Are there any up-and-coming companies that are developing groundbreaking AI technologies? Are any existing players making strategic moves that could disrupt the market?
Yeah.
These are all questions worth considering.
All right, so we've got adoption rates and competitive dynamics to keep an eye on. Anything else we should be watching for?
Well, the regulatory environment is another wild card.
Okay.
Governments around the world are grappling with how to regulate AI, and their decisions could have a major impact on the industry.
AI is such a powerful technology that it's natural for governments to want to put some guardrails in place, but too much regulation could stifle innovation, while too little could lead to unintended consequences.
It's a delicate balancing act.
Right.
And as investors, we need to be aware of how these regulatory decisions could affect the companies we're interested in.
Okay, so we've got a lot to keep track of. Adoption rates, competition regulations, and more. It's like trying to herd cats, except the cats are constantly evolving and mutating.
It's a perfect way to put it. But remember, the beauty of investing is that you don't need to be an expert in everything. You just need to find your niche. Do your research and make informed decisions based on your own risk tolerance and investment goals.
Well said. And sometimes the best opportunities are the ones that are hidden in plain sight, like these cheap AI companies we've been discussing. They might not be the flashiest or the most talked about, but they could be the ones that deliver the biggest returns in the long run.
Absolutely. And that's why it's so important to think for yourself, to question assumptions, and to dig deeper than the surface level. Don't just follow the herd. Do your own due diligence and make your own decisions.
That's great advice. And with that in mind, I want to leave our listener with one final thought to ponder. We've been discussing these companies that are already publicly traded, but what about the companies that are still in the early stages of development? The startups and private companies that are working on cutting-edge AI technologies. Could those be the real hidden gems, the next generation of AI giants? It's like we've been looking at the main stage, but maybe the real show is happening in the smaller clubs where the next big acts are just getting started.
That's a great way to put it. And think about it. Some of the biggest tech giants today started as small, scrappy startups with a vision.
Google, Amazon, Facebook, they were all once considered risky bets.
So maybe the key to finding the next AI superstar isn't just about looking at the established players. It's about keeping an eye on the up-and-comers, the companies that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Exactly. And while investing in private companies can be more challenging and riskier than investing in public companies, it also offers the potential for outsized returns if you can identify the winners early on. It's like being a talent scout in the AI world. You're looking for that raw talent, that spark of genius that could turn into the next big thing.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on one of those future AI giants, tracing their journey from a tiny startup to a global powerhouse.
That would be amazing. But until then, I think we've given our listener a lot to think about. We've explored the concept of cheap AI stocks,
Right.
using Dell, Baidu, and AMD as examples.
Yeah.
And we've talked about the broader trends and developments that are shaping the AI landscape.
And we've emphasized the importance of doing your own research, thinking critically, and not just following the hype.
Because at the end of the day, investing is a personal journey.
It is.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach. What matters is finding investments that align with your own goals, risk tolerance, and beliefs about the future.
Well said. And whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out now, the AI space offers a world of opportunities. It's a dynamic, rapidly evolving field that's full of potential, and we encourage everyone to explore it and see where it takes them.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI stocks. We hope you've learned something new. And most importantly, feel empowered to continue your own exploration of this exciting and transformative field.
Happy investing, everyone.
It's like we've been looking at the main stage, but maybe the real show is happening in the smaller clubs where the next big acts are just getting started.
That's a great way to put it. And, think about it. Some of the biggest tech giants today started as small, scrappy startups with a vision. Google, Amazon, Facebook. They were all once considered risky bets.
So maybe the key to finding the next AI superstar isn't just about looking at the established players. It's about keeping an eye on the up-and-comers, the companies that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
Exactly. And, while investing in private companies can be more challenging and riskier than investing in public companies.
Sure.
It also offers the potential for outsized returns.
Right.
If you can identify the winners early on.
It's like being a talent scout in the AI world. You're looking for that raw talent, that spark of genius that could turn into the next big thing.
Exactly. And who knows? Maybe one day we'll be doing a deep dive on one of those future AI giants tracing their journey from a tiny startup to a global powerhouse.
That would be amazing. But until then, I think we've given our listener a lot to think about. We've explored the concept of cheap AI stocks using Dell, Baidu, and AMD as examples, and we've talked about the broader trends and developments that are shaping the AI landscape.
And we've emphasized the importance of doing your own research, thinking critically, and not just following the hype.
Right, because at the end of the day, investing is a personal journey. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. What matters is finding investments that align with your own goals, risk tolerance, and beliefs about the future.
Well said. And whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, the AI space offers a world of opportunities. It's a dynamic, rapidly evolving field that's full of potential, and we encourage everyone to explore it and see where it takes them.
That's a great note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI stocks. We hope you've learned something new, and most importantly, feel empowered to continue your own exploration of this exciting and transformative field.
Happy investing, everyone.